Let's turn now to the current president, Donald Trump, who is threatening a massive legal battle over the election results. We want to bring in now ABC News chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl, author of Front Row at the Trump Show, an excellent book. John, good morning to you. So what do we know this morning about the state of mind of the president and what his next moves might be here?
Well, the president was in the residence without any of his aides, just with the First Lady and his son Barron, as Joe Biden was giving his victory speech last night. He's done none of the traditional things. There's been no phone call to Joe Biden. Obviously, nothing even hinting at a concession speech. Instead, he's been defiant, vowing further legal battles. A series of tweets, Dan, all caps, making wild allegations that have actually been flagged by Twitter as unfactual about voter fraud. But people close to the president expect that he will eventually, in the coming days, come to accept, if not concede, accept his fate. It's more of a concession, perhaps, that the election was stolen from him than he lost outright. They don't expect him ever to come out and to acknowledge he lost, but he will accept a peaceful transfer of power. That's the full expectation from everybody I've talked to close to him. Overnight, Joe Biden spoke, and I'm quoting here, he spoke of ending the grim era of demonization. You've covered Washington for many years. I don't want to out you about your age here, but does that notion strike you as doable, ending the demonization? And if it does strike you as doable, exactly how would it be doable? Well, I do think that we are ready for a course correction, that people are ready for a course correction, including partisans on Capitol Hill. I have to say, though, Dan, the initial signs are not all that promising. We haven't heard really any Republicans outside of Mitt Romney in Congress come out and congratulate Joe Biden. It's quite stark when you see some of the president's closest foreign allies, people like Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, come out and congratulate Joe Biden, but nothing from somebody like Kevin McCarthy, who was actually a couple days ago repeating some of those wild allegations about fraud. But Joe Biden has deep and meaningful friendships with Republicans in Congress. And I think it begins that way. I think it begins by what he said. He said in that speech, we have to stop treating our opponents like enemies. They are not enemies. They are Americans. I think that's a start. John Karl, thank you so much. Always great to have your analysis on a Sunday morning. Really appreciate it. I want to remind everybody, tune into This Week. Later this morning, our chief anchor, George Stephanopoulos, will go one-on-one with President-elect Biden's close advisor, Senator Chris Coons, as well as Republican Senator Roy Blunt. Plus, George interviews the governors of New York and South Dakota. It's all coming up on This Week later this morning right here on ABC.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.